Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to episode 31 of the Grab The Hog account in the Runescape new era. In the previous episode, we actually managed to finally get our Havenhythe robes after doing another little mini quest for the Hunter of Sorok, and we did our first kill at Bork. Now Bork's going to be pretty big for the account in terms of the drops and the daily charm drops we can get from that, but more importantly, the Havenhythe armor is going to give us a entry level into some power armor, where we can really hone in on our magic skill. So the next step for this is going to be what we're going to be doing in this episode, where we're going to upgrade to the tier 60 God Staff along with the God Cape. Some massive improvements both in our weapon and also our accuracy with the cape as well. So if you are enjoying the videos, please make sure to leave me a like on the channel, subscribe because we have Havenhythe coming very soon. And that really was what this account was designed and created for, is to go and jump in to these kind of updates like Havenhythe, where it's aimed at the low and mid levels and show you guys what to do to build the account up. So we've only really got a 1 week countdown for that, so I'm hoping you guys are looking forward to it. And make sure to hit that subscription button to join along with the journey of Grab The Hog. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it and go and get on the gains for this episode. Do you know what Mage Arena is? Basically, it's kind of like a mini game / mini quest where you're able to go and unlock the Claws of Guthix, Diamond Strike, and the Flames of Zamorak, the 3 God spells. Along with that, you're going to get a tier 60 magic staff to whichever one you pick, along with the accompanying cape as well. So cape is really good because it basically allows us to have a nice magic cape. This is tier 1 magic cape we've got on in a minute. And the staff is going to be tier 60 as well, which is going to be a massive upgrade on the current staff we've got as well. The Miniquest staff has done a great job, but it's tier 40. For us to jump up to tier 60, that's when we can start hitting things like the King Black Dragon, Havenhythe Queen, maybe even the Mole, just to go and unlock War's Retreat, which will be very, very big as well. Now, at some point, once we've unlocked all this, I want to go and try Bork out again because I think Bork for the charms is just so worthwhile doing at my level because it's so much greens and because it's so much blues and crimsons. It's just so worthwhile doing. Now, Mage Arena is simply just in level 55 Wilderness. So you go and cut the web after teleporting in from either Edgeville or RD, and then just walk west into this little building and you'll see this little pull lever here, and that's what we're looking for because that's going to take us to the Mage Arena bank. As you see here, southeast there's a big arena with a lot of NPCs in it. That is essentially the Mage Arena. So we'll see what that's like. So to start this, we want to speak to Colladin. So from this, something else, and you need to challenge Colladin to fight. So Colladin is going to go and change into multiple different things, and this is going to basically unlock the staff and the cape. It's really easy. You just need to go through all the different phases of fighting, and as long as you've got like some decent food and stuff, you should be okay for it. Now, praying magic will be really, really handy. That's what we're going to be doing and just going through all the different phases. As you see, each time it sort of moves and changes into another phase, your hit chance gets reduced because it's a high combat level. If you're a high level than what I am, you won't really have a problem. But for me, hit chance might become a little bit of an issue towards the later end. But to be fair, we're doing all right at the minute. We really are going through these phases quite quick. And then once we've done this, we will unlock the Guthix staff and also the Guthix cape. So what you need to do to be able to use the Divine Storm spell, which is very nice to have access to, is just come and cast 100 times up here. Just kill a couple of the NPCs. It's pretty decent in terms of like training XP as well, so you can always do that. And yeah, you pretty much just do that. I think this might be the last phase. Whenever he turns into the Black Demon, I'm sure that's the last one. There we go. So that was pretty easy. Really didn't give us a trouble there. So you need level 60 to do this, which is why we've not done it sooner. So what we can do now from that is once we go into the sparkling pools, this is where we're going to go and pick out our god. So because of its usefulness in terms of special attack, I'm going to go to Guthix in terms of the staff, but I really want the cape to be Zamorak because I just think it's better. But then I suppose really we'll just go Guthix, it's just easier. So we go to Guthix for the staff, and you go and pray at the statue, and you can go and get the Guthix cape. So what this is going to give us is 31 magic bonus compared to 1. So that is enormous in terms of an upgrade, so that's really nice. Then we go over to the Chamber Guardian here, and he will just let us buy a staff. And there we go. So if I wanted to pray to Zamorak, because let's be fair, Zamorak is definitely the better one for this outfit, so we've got that, and we've got our staff as well, so that's really, really nice. Now, Divine Storm is the spell which we're going to go in just basically and check. Now, the nice thing about this is the reason why I want to do it is it scales up to tier 78, which for us at the minute is very, very nice and definitely worthwhile as going to do. And in terms of just doing it, you just need to cast the spell 100 times, which ain't going to take us too long anyway. So I'm just going to go and bank with Gundai just here. And what you need to do to go and charge it, you just need to go into the Magic Arena where we were before. and just go and cast a spell 100 times. So I need to buy some more air runes, but luckily for us, there is a shop for this. So if you speak to Lundale, he will be able to sell you some runes. But look at our armor now. We are flying up in terms of what we got in terms of the armor. We're looking mean, and not only mean, we're looking as if we can do some damage as well. So that is really nice. So because we've got this set up, and again, once we've got the Divine Storm as well, I do think we can go and do something like KBD, because the next step for us is to go and unlock War, which we'll actually do after the Mage Training Arena. And once we've done that, we'll have the ability to use War. But what I need for that is the ability to teleport there. As teleport, I'm sure it's only 10 kills, which we can go and do like a little mini adventure in tomorrow's or the next video, and go and find out what we can do in terms of that. So I'm just going to drink an extreme magic potion, and I'm just going to go and just attack these battle mages more than anything. So yeah, I think once we know what we're doing, we can go and get our first Reaper task as well. The first Reaper task should be able to give us a decent way to go and do something direct. Really, for me, Dagannoth Kings would be ideal because we can just teleport directly. They're really easy, because as well, KBD, the Mole, and also the Catfight Queen are a little bit annoying. KBD is by far the easiest out of a lot, but it's just be a lot smoother to go and do it via the Dagannoth Kings. However, I'm going to do my 100 spells now, and I'll report back when we're done, because once we're done, we're going to go and jump over and unlock War. So there we go, Divine Storm is now unlocked. Basically, I just whacked on an ability bar with no abilities. Just means you auto-cast it, and it's just a little bit quicker. To be fair, even though you don't use abilities, you do some pretty decent damage, which is really nice. Got a couple of levels actually. I got 52 HP and also 52 defense. So we have Rejuvenate, which is nice. Again, any abilities is always a bonus. So pretty good. What I'm going to go and do now, I'm going to go and test out Bork, see what Bork's like, because we want to go and get the charm. I also need to find out which of the Chaos Tunnel entrances is best for Bork. Now, I used to do a lot of the Dagannoths and the Necrals, which are quite near Bork. So I have a feeling one of the spots near Edgeville is going to be the best one for it. So basically, I'm just going to go and stock up and get ready, and then we'll go and do that. Then after that, we're going to go do War's Retreat, and I think that is going to be it for today's episode. But I think you guys can understand that these have been some massive upgrades. We are going to absolutely slap up Bork, which will be nice. And then tomorrow's episode, we'll go and unlock the War's Retreat, and we're going to go and work towards getting the teleport, and then hopefully by then the Chin Chompers are ready to go and harvest for some XP and stuff as well. So in terms of what I'm doing after today's episode, AFK time, editing time and stuff like that, I'm probably going to do a little bit of Fort for Free. I need to go and upgrade my Fort for Free stuff because it's something I've been meaning to do for a little while now. Also a little bit of crafting as well, because I don't really want to sit on that many hides for too long. The sooner I can get them done, the sooner I can sell them, the sooner I can kind of reinvest that money. I'm really interested to see how many sort of like 5k dragon hide bodies will do. I think it's going to be about 1 mil XP, so we should theoretically get into the 70s from what we've got. And then from there, we'll go and buy some black dragon hide. Also, forgot how good the Black Knight's Fortress is. I don't know if they've updated this when they did all the stuff, but that looks impressive. That is really, really well done. And this is the thing, like, all these things we're doing in terms of graphical updates and stuff like that, you can see, like, with some of the things in the game, it does look incredibly well done. Now, I'm going to go and try this rift here. It might not be this one. It might be the one a little bit further north. So this is going to put us in to Gargoyles, which is not too bad. We want to be there. So I'm going to go and see if I can find the one. Because what it'll do is whenever we find out which one it is, we know to go there. And it just means that whenever we want to do Bork will be really quick and really easy. So that's what we want to do anyway. So what I'm going to go and do now is just go and find out where the best spot is. Hopefully there's another, there should really be another like Chaos Tunnels entrance somewhere. Maybe that might be the best one. I'll tell you what, I'm going to try over here and try this one as well, because I think it'd be worth it to find out the best route, because Bork is probably something I'd want to do on the account quite consistently for a little bit. Just because as well, we're not going to get blue charms of this scale for as little time as what this is going to take for quite a bit. So this is a little bit across from where we normally go. You sometimes forget that the Chaos Tunnel really has some very decent spots for monsters which are a little bit annoying. So those in particular, like the Ice Giants, you don't often get many spots where Ice Giants can be killed quite easily. Same with like the Giant Rock Crabs, like you'll have to go somewhere in terms like the Fremi or the Dagannoth Kings to go and do those, which is, I don't know, just interesting that they've got some really unique spots. So the Dust Devils, we cannot do those yet. This is going to take us to the Black Demon. So for Spot and Edgefield, I think is definitely better. That should give us a lot less issues. So we need to go to the Dags, which is pretty much here, yeah. So we're just going to go to this portal, then north, then we're in the Dagonoffs, which is nice. Yeah, so Ice Giants, Earth Warriors as well. There's some really good monsters here to go and train on. But also to do some Slayer, because as well, like low level Slayer, don't forget, you can get things like Earth Warriors, Ice Giants and stuff like that. And it's just worthwhile doing. Right, so this is the first time we've actually killed Bork since we've got our upgrades. So hopefully, it's already noticeable just how much better it is anyway. But we need to be careful of the Legions. So the Legions is when Bork does the most damage, in my opinion. Because the Legions just range you and they absolutely shred you. It also might have to be time as well for lobsters to be moved out. But I think we've done it now. 10,000 HP left. That was actually pretty easy. If anything, it was harder to actually go and find Bork anyway. But let's see what Bork's going to give us in terms of drops for today. We actually get some Slayer XP, I think, as well by killing Bork every day. Maybe not. Oh no, yes we do. So that is going to be level 29 Slayer. As we can see from the floor, really nice in terms of the charms. For what time it took, you can't say no to that. That is actually pretty decent, to be fair. So we've got a couple of blues, 10 crimsons. This would have taken me probably like an hour, maybe even an hour and a half worth of cave bugs to get that kind of blue and crimson charm. So yeah, that's pretty decent. However, I'm going to wrap the video up here. I know I said we'll go in Unlock War, but that's something we'll go and start tomorrow's episode on. Because again, I think War is going to be a massive piece of content. In terms of what we're going to do in the downtime today, like I've mentioned before, we're going to be doing some crafting, starting to level that up. I might also just go and start some melees and go and use melees at cave bugs as well. But in terms of our magic output and sort of like armors and stuff, really happy. I'm going to buy some mystic boots because that's going to give us a little bit of a bump up in terms of defense from there. But apart from that, I'm really happy with the setup. We have the magic cape for some additional damage. We have the staff, which is going to be incredible and so worthwhile using, which is really nice. And the account actually looks like it can do some work, which is really good. Now, just before we finish off, sorry, I forgot about it as well. We've actually managed to sell all of our rune maces, which is nice. These were in the Grand Exchange a little bit longer than what I thought they'd be, but they are gone now, and that's another 10 mil. We have also bought all of our dragon leather for a pretty good deal, in my opinion. The teak frames aren't really selling. Again, everything else has kind of come to a standstill. The beaver pouches, I was hopeful for a little while that we could make some money with them, but I don't think we will. I'm just going to drop them down something like 4.8k. 4.8k is still profitable and still worthwhile actually banking them. I don't mind really, because either way I win. If the pouches are profitable, I'm going to make some money. If not, I've basically just given myself a green light to turn the pouches into scrolls. So either way is a win-win there. But in terms of what I'll be doing for the rest of today, crafting is something we'll get done. I'm just going to make my little skilling outfit now, just in case you guys are going to spot me. I do think the Havenhythe hat is going to be a move. Look how chill that is. So yeah, we're going to go to Wild 84. We'll go and do our levers. I might do some of the Fort Free stuff overnight as well, upgrade it. But when we upgrade it, I'll make sure to show you guys what we've done in terms of that as well. Obviously, we've got refine new planks to do. I'm not really in the mood to do them, but we could do them if we wanted to. And tomorrow, we're going to start the video off with unlocking wars, or at least starting to unlock wars, and then we'll go and do some monsters for it. And then also as well, we'll start the beginning of the playground farms and also the farming XP as well. But I'll make some urns as well, because I think that's really important for farming, is to have the urns, because it's going to give us spacey some free XP. And yeah, really good. But if you don't have it already, I have to recommend you guys to go and get the Town Hall. Town Hall in Aster basically means you can go and get things called rested experience. And when you're in Fort Free, you can also gain experience as well. And because I'm going to do so much crafting in Fort Free, it's basically free XP if I'm not doing it as well. So I'm going to put mine on agility, and that's another 3.3k bonus XP. So when we do get to it, we are going to train with a little bit of bonus just to bump those levels up as well. And in terms of challenges, we also have a combat one, which we've been able to do through cave bugs, divination and hunter, which is nice actually. Divination is definitely sort of chipping up there, even though like I've not paid attention to it. We've not really done it. We are sort of moving forward with it as well. However, I'm going to stop rambling, wrap the video there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.